A war tore his parents apart. Can a reunion heal this broken family? Rhea Perlman, John Hurd, and Kate Nelligan. Spoils of War, Saturday here on ABC.
Hello, I'm Robin Garrison with Monica Malpass for Action News. Coming up, with the president at his side, Justice Harry Blackmun makes his departure from the High Court official. We'll have a live report on the investigation into the murder of a Camden County teenager.
A truckers' strike is only hours old, and already local police are investigating an incident. We'll find out from Dave Frankel when the soggy stuff may be leaving our AccuWeather forecast. Those stories and more on Action News coming up next.
A working-class kid, smart enough to earn a Harvard scholarship, brave enough to earn a Bronze Star in Vietnam. Prosecutor, Republican congressman. Tom Ridge has the character and bold ideas to make our neighborhoods safe. Take the guns away from kids, do an adult crime, do adult time. Help women fight back. Change the rape and domestic violence laws, work gangs, boot camps, and the death penalty. Tom Ridge, he can change Pennsylvania, honestly.
Amazing Blue Star ointment stops itching fast. Dry, cracked feet, nails, and cuticles. Athlete's feet, scalp itch, jock itch, psoriasis. Blue Star ointment, the one that's guaranteed, available at Kmart.
It doesn't happen very often. Someone in public office doing what's right, regardless of the consequences. Bob O'Donnell was Speaker of the House, and after passing the law to pull Philadelphia out of bankruptcy without using state tax dollars, after empowering neighborhoods to shut down nuisance bars and crack houses, Bob O'Donnell tried to stop legislators from tripling their pensions, and they drummed him out of the speakership. Bob O'Donnell still believes it's possible to do what's right for Pennsylvania. The question is, do you?
Philadelphia contestant on Jeopardy tonight at 7 on Channel 6.
Action News, Delaware Valley's leading news program, with Dave Frankel, Monica Malpass, and Robin Garrison.
Good afternoon. In the news, the FBI continues a search for evidence in mob hits.
A court is hearing a dispute over shift changes in the Philadelphia Police Department, and bandits target a bank in northeast Philadelphia.
But the big story on Action News this noon is the departure of the senior member of the U.S. Supreme Court. This morning in Washington, Justice Harry Blackmun joined President Clinton to make the official announcement. He is going to leave at the end of the term in June. Blackmun's 24-year tenure on the High Court will best be remembered for his role in the 1973 Roe v. Wade ruling. He is the man who wrote that decision in favor of abortion rights. The 85-year-old justice says he's in good health and that it is just time to move on.
It's not easy to step aside, but I know what the numbers are, and it's time for its institutions.
This morning, President Clinton praised Blackmun's years of service on both a professional and a personal level. Here's what he said.
I can only say that every one of us who serves in any capacity in public life would do very well by the people of the United States if we could bring to our work half the integrity, the passion, and the love for this country that Justice Blackmun has given us on the United States Supreme Court for 24 years, and I thank him very much.
This now gives the president an opportunity to shape the future of the court with his choice of a replacement. So far, he isn't saying who his choice is, but word in Washington is that retiring Senate Majority Leader George Mitchell or Interior Secretary Bruce Babbitt could be emerging as frontrunners for the job.
The Teamsters union has made good on a threat, and so this noon, truckers from the Delaware Valley to California are walking the picket lines. Action News reporter Kristen Z is live in Bensalem with the striking truckers. Kristen.
Robin, I'm in front of a yellow freight system terminal on State Road, and despite the rain, local Teamsters have been picketing out here, about 30 people at a time, since early this morning. Drivers for Yellow Freight System are among the 3,000 or so Teamsters in the Delaware Valley now on strike. This comes after union leaders rejected a final contract proposal from the freight hauling companies. The companies offered a 13% pay raise over 4 years. The Teamsters were okay with that, but they didn't like the other part of the deal, which would have allowed the carriers to use part-time workers and ship by rail more often. These local Teamsters say the changes would cost them their livelihood.
For instance, if they have part-time help, my company closes down, and I go to another company, they're not going to hire me unless it's part-time. I don't want to work part-time. I can't live on a part-time job.
I understand the company's position, but I mean, there's only so far we can go, okay? And so there has to be a fair and equitable agreement.
The picketing just started, but already there's been an incident. A truck from a rival non-union carrier had a rock thrown at it overnight. The driver was not injured. The Teamsters say they didn't do it, but the rival company says this happened when its truck was driving past the picketers. Police are still investigating. In the meantime, these picket signs and the picketers will remain. Local Teamsters have vowed to stay here, protect the picket line for as long as it takes, 24 hours a day, until the conflict is resolved. But right now, there have been no scheduled negotiations. For now, I'm Kristen Z, reporting live on the Action Cam in Bensalem.
All right, Kristen, thank you. 75,000 Teamsters, meantime, are on strike nationwide. The pickets went up overnight in cities across the nation. In Denver, picketers kept a quiet vigil outside a trucking company. For the most part, the protests have been orderly, but there has been one other violent incident reported on a picket line in Massachusetts. One union member was arrested in that incident. Another was injured.
Philadelphia's Fraternal Order of Police is in court today trying to block a police shift change that was scheduled to take effect next Monday. The FOP has filed papers in Common Pleas Court seeking an injunction to stop the city from implementing this shift change. The change would eliminate the permanent midnight to 8 a.m. shift and would have all uniformed officers doing rotating shifts. Well, that's not sitting well with officers who have their schedules and lives set around a particular shift. Police Commissioner Richard Neal contends the shift change will not only benefit officers, it'll also bolster the community policing concept.
FBI agents are out again at a South Philadelphia park this noon looking for more evidence that may be connected to a mob hit. The search resumed this morning for a second day at Franklin D. Roosevelt Park near Broad and Patterson. Divers came up with 2 guns from the park pond yesterday. Now, one of the guns may have been used in the killing of mob associate Frank Baldino Sr. Baldino was shot last September outside the Melrose Diner. John Vasey, who is now an informant on the mob, sent the agents to the park yesterday. Vasey says the guns were ditched in the pond after he and an associate killed Baldino.
Some tense moments this morning outside a home in South Philadelphia. Police say a man armed with a gun barricaded himself and an infant in a home at 2127 Fitzwater Street about 10:30 this morning. Authorities successfully talked the man into surrendering without incident. About 45 minutes later, the 2-month-old baby was not hurt, no shots were fired, and no word yet on the identity of that man.
Camden County authorities are trying to track down stolen money to help them catch a killer. New Jersey correspondent Kathy Gandolfo is now live at the Magnolia Police Department with the very latest on this. Kathy?
Well, Robin, that's right. The Camden County Prosecutor's Office and Magnolia Police are checking every possible lead in order to try and solve the brutal murder of 16-year-old Jennifer Persia. Jennifer's neighborhood is adorned in purple ribbons. Almost every tree and the railings at her home have the ribbons. They were put here by neighbors. Friends say purple was Jennifer's favorite color, but today in the rain, they seem to represent the color of sorrow or mourning. On Monday, the active and likable sophomore from Sterling High School was found dead inside her Jefferson Avenue home by her mother and stepfather. Persia had been beaten and stabbed more than 20 times. Police believe robbery may have been the motive. 4 plastic containers of Susan B. Anthony dollars and silver certificates had been taken. Jennifer may have died for $200. Now, police are being pretty tight-lipped in this investigation, but they are following some leads, every lead that is called in. And yesterday, the prosecutor said there have been a number of legitimate leads that they've been looking into. One of the things they're looking into is the reports of a man in his 30s or early 40s with brownish gray hair who may have used some silver dollars to buy flowers at a store in Franklin Township. However, just a short while ago, we learned that the dollars that were used were, in fact, not Susan B. Anthony dollars, but silver dollars. However, police are still looking into every lead and every call relative to large amounts of silver or Susan B. Anthony dollars that may be spent anywhere in this area. Again, just one of the many leads that they are looking into to try and solve this brutal murder case. Reporting live on the Action Cam from Magnolia, I'm Kathy Gandolfo.
All right, thank you, Kathy. Police and FBI agents are looking for 2 bank robbers who held up a bank in Northeast Philadelphia a couple of hours ago. Investigators say it happened at the Continental Bank at 6735 Harbison Street about 9:45 this morning. Both robbers were wearing trench coats. One was reportedly carrying a shotgun, the other a submachine gun. They ordered employees to get out of the way while they looted the vault and teller's cages. One robber reportedly pistol whipped an employee, but he was not seriously hurt. Then the suspects escaped on foot. Police, of course, are combing that area. Meantime, 3 suspects are also still at large after a robbery here at a check cashing agency in Southwest Philadelphia this morning. Police say 3 men wearing ski masks and carrying at least 1 gun robbed the J&L check cashing service at 4826 Woodland Avenue about 9 a.m. The gunman tied up and taped employees before stealing $20,000. Then the suspects fled on foot up 48th Street. None of the employees was injured.
A Newark, Delaware couple is in trouble with the law in New York. Police say they were involved in a child prostitution ring. 36-year-old Lawrence Miller and his 35-year-old wife Nancy were arrested last night in Uniondale. Officials say they were making arrangements to have sex with a 12-year-old boy. The suspects were allegedly willing to go to Colorado to pick up a child for sex. Police say the arrest last night wrapped up a 4-month-long investigation.
3 people are hospitalized this noon after a head-on accident last night in Delaware. It happened in Pike Creek about 9. Police say 45-year-old Joanne Jones was trying to turn onto Skyline Drive when she was hit head-on. Jones is in fair condition this noon at Christiana Hospital. Her passenger, 17-year-old David Griggs, is in fair condition, and the driver of the other car, 20-year-old Joseph Beetler, is in critical condition with a head wound. So far, police have not filed any charges.
In Philadelphia, Market Frankford L riders face some travel woes early this morning after a train derailment. Train service was delayed, so SEPTA also used shuttle buses along the entire rail line to help people get to work on time. It all began at 5 o'clock this morning when a train car derailed in the Upper Darby rail yard. There were no passengers on board at the time, but that car blocked the track, and that caused problems for a little over an hour until things were able to get back to normal.
In politics, the Democratic ward leader from Germantown will be taking the state house seat left vacant by Bob O'Donnell, who's running for governor. Rosita Youngblood coasted to an easy win over Republican candidate Mike Matkovic in the special election in the 198th Legislative District. Charles Green, who was backed by Mayor Ed Rendell, came in a distant third. Youngblood had the backing of ward leaders who defied the mayor and refused to support Green. She will serve the remainder of O'Donnell's term. Youngblood and the other candidates will likely face off again next month in the state primary in a bid for a full term in Harrisburg. A new poll says there are lots of undecided voters headed into the primary for Pennsylvania governor. For the Republicans, Attorney General Ernie Priate leads the field with 26%. Congressman Tom Ridge is a close second with 23%. Philadelphia businessman Sam Katz is third. State Senator Mike Fisher and John Perry are a distant fourth and fifth. About 33% of those polled are undecided. On the Democratic side, Lieutenant Governor Mark Singal is in the lead. He has 38%, followed by State Treasurer Catherine Baker Knoll with 20% and Len Yackel with 15%. Rounding out the field are State Representative Dwight Evans, Pittsburgh businessman Chuck Volpe, and former State Representative Bob O'Donnell. The poll was done by Political Media Research Incorporated of Washington.
President Clinton is scheduled to arrive in Bowling Green this noon. He's going there to attend the funeral of Congressman William Natcher. Last night in Charlotte, North Carolina, the president talked about health care during a town meeting. He went on the defensive when a woman brought up the Whitewater affair while questioning the president's ethics and credibility.
That anything is done, and no one has accused. What we need is a little perspective here. I said, okay, let's have this special counsel, and I will shovel them all the information I have. I'll answer all the questions they want to know. But I need to go about being president, worrying about the problems of the American people in 1994.
Mr. President.
The president also defended the First Lady for the $1,000 investment she made that turned into a $100,000 profit.
The National Association of Black Social Workers is having a homecoming of sorts in Philadelphia as it discusses important social problems. The association opened its 26th convention this morning at the Adams Mark Hotel. Its first conference was held in Philadelphia back in 1969. The 5-day conference will explore topics like minority children in the foster system, barriers to same-race adoptions, and governmental policies that can work against preserving families.
The Reading Terminal Farmers Market is sharing its fresh vegetables with several Philadelphia neighborhoods this noon. In Germantown, a community farmers market opened this morning at Queen Lane Housing Development. The drizzle forced the market undercover, but that didn't matter much. Neighbors were out buying the fresh veggies. The Reading Terminal Farmers Market Trust is planning 10 of these community farmers markets to bring fresh foods to inner city neighborhoods.
And much more to come on Action News this noon. Another crisis is apparently building in Bosnia.
A terrorist bomb bomb kills several people in northern Israel. Dave?
Robin, rain in the Delaware Valley. How long, how much, and what's next? We'll check the exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast.
We'll also tell you the results of a study on birth control pills and your cancer risk.
That story and much more when Action News comes right back.
Would you like to refinance your first mortgage? Or pay off a high-rate second mortgage? Or maybe purchase a new home, but you've been late with payments from time to time? Don't worry. Call 1-800-DIAL-CASH. Statewide Capital has the money you need, and we intend to lend homeowners over $250 million this year. Even homeowners who've been turned down elsewhere can take advantage of today's low rates by calling 1-800-DIAL-CASH. For a better tomorrow, dial cash today.
Here at the Cable TV Phone Center, it's another big day of our free instant install special. Now, these operators are here right now taking hundreds of phone calls. Why? Because everything is free. Free installation, and we'll install you by tonight if you call us by 1 o'clock this afternoon at 1-800-CABLE-ME. This offer is brought to you by Storer, Comcast, and Greater Media Cable. You'll not only get free installation, you'll get a free month of full basic service and a free month of any premium service you choose. It's all free. 1-800-CABLE-ME. This offer ends Saturday, so give us a call right now.
If you get heartburn up to here, what you get isn't just heartburn, it's something different. Doctors call it acid reflux, and you need something different. You need regular Gaviscon. Only Gaviscon forms a protective barrier that helps keep stomach acid down, where it belongs. Mylanta can't do this. Maalox can't do this. Gaviscon is the only medicine you can buy without a prescription that can do this. So, to help relieve acid reflux pain, get Gaviscon. It's different from here, all the way to here.
At least 8 people are dead in the wake of a car bombing in northern Israel. A booby-trapped car exploded in a bus near the town of Afula. Police say passengers were just getting on the bus when the blast occurred. 30 people were injured in the bombing. Israeli forces have been dispatched to nearby Arab villages now to protect residents from possible revenge attacks. Israeli radio says the militant Muslim group Hamas has claimed responsibility for the attack. Hamas threatened to attack Israeli targets shortly after that Hebron mosque massacre. Meantime, the Israeli commission investigating the massacre heard from Israel's prime minister today. Yitzhak Rabin testified behind closed doors in Jerusalem. The Israeli army has claimed Jewish settler Baruch Goldstein acted alone in the February massacre. However, the commission has heard evidence that suggests there was at least one other gunman. Rabin's testimony today might be the last heard by the 5-member panel, which began its probe 5 weeks ago.
The United Nations commander in Bosnia has been turned away from a besieged Muslim enclave today. General Michael Rose was trying to confirm reports that Gorazda and its 65,000 residents were about to fall into Serb hands. That city was declared a UN safe zone last May. The Serbs turned the general away from the town because of what they say are security reasons. The Bosnian government wants Western nations to intervene in Gorazda just like they did to end the siege on Sarajevo. Russian authorities investigating the crash of a jetliner in Serbia are still focusing on the children of the pilot. Officials are relying heavily on a cockpit voice recorder. The pilot was apparently showing his kids how to fly when the plane crashed. One theory is that the pilot's 15-year-old son sent the plane into a nosedive in Siberia by falling on the controls. All 75 people aboard the plane were killed in that crash. And a 2-block area of downtown Columbus, Georgia, is closed this noon after a major gasoline leak. Gas started seeping into the city sewer system earlier this week. It was so dangerous, officials evacuated 300 residents for one day. They have now been allowed to return home, but the business district is still evacuated. Experts say they have narrowed down the source of that gas leak to 4 businesses. Meantime, they are using blowers to keep gas vapors at safe levels.
Let's go to Health Check at noon, Monica. There is some surprising new information about Alzheimer's disease today. A new study indicates that people who are not well educated or who have low-skilled jobs may be twice as likely to develop the disease. Now, there are several theories about why this may be so. It may be that more highly educated people do better on the cognitive tests that are used to help diagnose Alzheimer's disease. Or people with better educations may have more reserves of skills or coping mechanisms that help to delay the onset of the disease. Another new study is adding weight today to the evidence that links birth control pills to breast cancer. The research appears in the Journal of the National Cancer Institute. The study showed taking the pill for more than 10 years or taking it early in life increases the risk of a woman getting breast cancer before the age of 45.
Today on Channel 6 starting at 12:30, Loving All My Children, One Life to Live, General Hospital, Oprah, and at 5, Action News. Tomorrow on AM Philadelphia.
It's the latest self-help book for single people looking for love. Its authors, a happily married couple who are matchmakers. They say honest communication and knowledge of self are the keys to finding the perfect mate. Their philosophy sounds great, but does it work? Single woman who runs a support group for people unlucky in love has her doubts. Meet them all.
Tomorrow morning at 10, right after Donahue on Channel 6.
Before we came to Sears, I used to wait for days worrying if our portraits turned out okay. You know, if he blinked or if the backgrounds looked right. But now, with Sears' new portrait preview system, I can see the shot the instant it's taken. So I'll know right away that everything's okay. When we're done, I'll see all the shots, and I can take them home on a high-quality proof sheet. With Sears' new portrait preview system, you'll know it's right away.
You are going to love this house. As you can see, it's hardly been lived in.
Corian countertops are created for
Cooking? I don't think the woman knew how.
Corian's virtually stain-proof, so you can...
And the bathroom, immaculate. No kids, no pets.
And Corian surfaces stand up to...
They must have been a quiet, elderly couple.
DuPont Corian, created for life.
Call 1-800-4-CORIAN.
Hi, you know what's so great about Friendly's? First of all, I get to eat free. Second of all, they have lots of good stuff to choose from, like crispy chicken, juicy cheeseburgers, or great hot dogs. And guess what? You even get a free ice cream treat. You don't get that anyplace else. Okay, so what's the catch? Well, you have to bring a grown-up along, but that's okay.
Kids eat free at Friendly's every day after 4.
The Federal Communications Commission is issuing new regulations to help cable TV subscribers. Right now, because of equipment issued by many cable companies, some subscribers cannot use the remote that came with their TV sets. They also can't use advanced features on their TVs like picture-in-a-picture options. The rules are designed to force cable companies to issue equipment that is more compatible with TVs and VCRs. The rules will be phased in between May 31st and October 31st. Well, despite some losses this morning, Wall Street seems back on track midway through the business week. The Dow Industrials dropped 14 points to 3,660 by noon today. The drop came as interest rates moved up a bit and some wary investors fell into a selling mood. Yesterday, the Dow notched an 82-point gain after stiff losses in several earlier sessions.
Checking sports this noon, the Phils and the Colorado Rockies resume their 3-game series tonight in Denver. Philadelphia took game 1 on Monday. They won the season opener 12-6 in a wild game. Danny Jackson will take the mound tonight for the Phils against the Rockies' Mike Harkey.
I'm a wheel watcher. It's awesome.
I'm a wheel watcher.
Totally rad.
Wheel is America's game.
It's Teen Week. I'm a wheel watcher. It's jamming.
I'm a wheel watcher. Everybody plays.
Teens take over the wheel to solve some cool puzzles and win some awesome prizes. Only on Wheel of Fortune's Teen Week.
It's America's game.
Wheel of Fortune tonight at 7:30 on Channel 6.
Meet Fred,
We'll make germs.
Germs, no way.
I do where you fly.
a tough little guy winning the battle of his life.
His life, in a manner of speaking, is secured in this freezer.
An inspiring story of medical miracles where the biggest winners are the littlest heroes.
Hi, Grandma. We're coming home right now.
Diane Sawyer, Turning Point.
Be sure to watch tonight at 10, followed by Action News at 11.
Right now, Rent-A-Center has the most powerful selection of electronics at our best prices ever. Now, for a limited time, RCA 25-inch stereo TVs are just $13.99 a week. And Sharp and RCA 4-head hi-fi VCRs with VCR Plus are now only $12.99 a week. These prices have never been lower. Come to Rent-A-Center now for the best selection of the audio and video power you want. Powerful selection, only from Rent-A-Center, the one store that has it all.
3 college roommates are about to attempt the impossible.
Please get out of here.
It's a co-ed dorm.
What's the problem?
Live together.
This girl, she is a live wire of sexual energy.
It's not normal. Three of us living together.
Love together.
You have the hots for me. I have the hots for him.
This is beautiful.
Oh, sounds pretty kinky.
And still remain friends.
I don't like you, Stuart.
That's okay.
Threesome. Rated R.
Starts Friday at a theater near you.
It rains on the plains, mainly in Spain. What was that they used to say?
Spain or in Philadelphia?
Yeah, somewhere like that. Whatever.
It's raining in the Delaware Valley. We know that much for sure. This thing has bloomed a little bit. Bad news in the sense that we thought this morning and this afternoon would be sort of showery, and then the steadier rain would move in tonight. That happened a little earlier than we thought. The good news is it's going to move out a little earlier than we thought. We have this front sort of draped just off to our west and sagging down over the Delaware Valley, and this low pressure center riding up that front. And the combination, well, take a look at Action Radar and you'll see what the combination is. It's wet weather for just about everybody. We have light to moderate rain right now all around the region, and this will probably continue through this afternoon and into early this evening. May even be some leftovers later on tonight and into early tomorrow morning, like, by 6 o'clock or so tomorrow morning. It should be starting to clear out as this system picks up, moves away, and then high pressure behind it should build in, down out of the Great Lakes, and then we're set up for a couple of dry days. In fact, several dry days. Temperatures will drop a little bit and then slowly recover. You see 64 in Atlanta. That's the mild side that we're on now. The cooler side is 40 degrees in Kansas City. So we'll see some change in temperatures, although it will not be dramatic. Phillies are in Denver tonight, and they are going to have chilly weather, but they should be dry as well. I don't think there's any snow for tonight's game in Denver, although they may have to bundle up out there. Let's check the call from AccuWeather, and we have April showers. We talked about this morning, but let's make it official here. April showers bring May flowers, and May flowers bring... Pilgrims. Thank you. Oh, man. 50 degrees. The low this morning will get to about 63 degrees for a high this afternoon. Explain it, will you? 59 degrees, the present temperature, relative humidity 93%. The barometric pressure is falling. It's already kind of low at 29.83 inches. Southwest wind at 7 miles an hour, and 46 degrees is the ocean water temperature. It's 58 degrees in the northeast, 62 outside the station, 61 in Center City, 60 in Camden. The official reading at the airport is 59 degrees. The exclusive AccuWeather 5-day forecast: rain today, maybe a thunderstorm, AccuWeather says, before it all moves out tonight. Maybe another thunderstorm, by the way. Maybe half an inch, and if we get some thunderstorms in some spots, those folks could see about an inch of rain, possibly. 63, that's the high. 50 is the mild overnight low. And then tomorrow, as the cold front continues to press through and move away, brisk and cool weather with sunshine returning, but 56 degrees for the high. 54 degrees on Friday, so cooler still. Little breeze, lots of sunshine. We recover temperature-wise on Saturday just in time to start a pretty nice weekend here. Milder on Saturday, partly sunny and 60 degrees. And on Sunday, partly sunny skies and 63 degrees. So April showers bring
pilgrims.
They bring Mayflowers.
Mayflowers.
What do Mayflowers bring? Pilgrims.
We do this every year.
Every
it's
year.
the dumbest joke.
Yes, it is. And we'll do it again next year.
You've done this more than once.
Every year. It's an annual event.
Oh, boy.
Hey, David. Finally, this noon, a California pilot could not have picked a better place if he had to crash land. Bob Martin developed engine trouble shortly after takeoff from the Chino airport, and he had to set his vintage World War II fighter plane down in a dairy farm. He landed it in a big pile of cow manure. He walked away from the crash landing with just a couple of bumps and bruises. Emergency crews say the manure probably saved his life.
All right, that's it for now. Coming up tonight on Action News at 5 and 6, we'll show you what home away from home means for minor league baseball players with the Wilmington Blue Rocks.
And on our health check segment tonight, a surprisingly common disorder that has patients literally pulling out their hair. The stories and more tonight. For now, from Monica Malpass, Dave Frankel, the entire Action News team, I'm Robin Garrison. Have a good day.
A working-class kid, smart enough to earn a Harvard scholarship, brave enough to earn a Bronze Star in Vietnam. Prosecutor, Republican congressman. Tom Ridge has the character and bold ideas to make our neighborhoods safe. Take the guns away from kids, do an adult crime, do adult time. Help women fight back. change the rape and domestic violence laws, work gangs, boot camps, and the death penalty. Tom Ridge, he can change Pennsylvania, honestly.
From Walt Disney Pictures, America's comedy champ, the Mighty Ducks shoots and scores. And critics are cheering they're better than ever.
Thank you.
It scores big for the whole family.
Look out!
With twice as many laughs as the original.
Yeehaw!
Don't miss the comedy that proves duck power triumphs again. Emilio Estevez, D2, The Mighty Ducks, rated PG. Now playing at a theater near you. Soundtrack available on Hollywood Records.
Question your bladder control protection? The answer is a whole new technology from Attends. Available at Rite Aid.
What makes it so new?
From smaller pads and guards to larger undergarments and briefs, Attends has revolutionary perma-dry fibers woven in.
How can fibers protect me?
They pull moisture into the core faster, where it's turned into a gel and trapped inside. Attends absorbs faster to help stop spillover. New Attends at Rite Aid. The answer to protection without question.
It's an election year, and every candidate for governor wants to give corporations a tax cut. Everyone except one. Dwight Evans.
Corporate tax giveaways are wrong. They won't stop one crime, educate one child, and they will cost Pennsylvania taxpayers $1 billion. I know. I'm Dwight Evans, chairman of the Budget Committee.
Tough problems. Straight talk. Dwight Evans for governor.
Pennsylvania's Republican gubernatorial candidates debate Saturday at 7.